The ambition was to get a mix of the community of healthcare here in the UK, in Europe, and bringing a lot of US speakers, which I think we achieved. As a science editor in the magazine, these are the people I usually talk to on a daily basis. You know, basically asking what's exciting you, what's going on, and they tell me these incredible stories. You know, I'm crowdsourcing a cure for dementia. I'm inventing a virtual hospital, and I can deliver 70% of healthcare on your smartphone. I can, you know, detect Parkinson's using just a phone call. All these amazing things, and like, you know, this is perfect. They can, you know, as you saw, it's not just about the ideas, but also about the ability of telling a story. So it is that kind of people that Wired covers, and you know, that I'm personally drawn to. Of course, I mean, there's an interdisciplinary kind of convergence of a lot of disciplines. And then you have the technologies, which I think I mentioned, they've already been applying to all sorts of other areas, right? You have the YouTubes and the Googles, etc. Applied to, you know, kind of what I like to call first world problems, you know, social media, how to make contact with your friends, etc. And now these people are actually, how can we use these technologies developed, you know, mostly in Silicon Valley, and apply it to actual health problems, you know, in a way, real problems that all of us have. I come from a scientific background, and I used to deal with a lot of academics, and they're very close in the way they do their research sometimes, and they don't like to talk to other subjects. They don't like to. They're not really up to date with the technologies. And now we see a new generation of people, also in a way, you know, promoted and you know, motivated in a way by publications like Wired that kind of tell that sort of stories, and they're being more open to what's outside, you know, outside of their own expertise. So, you know, you see. And I saw some conversation about, you know, how they can apply. For instance, Krista Donaldson was talking to Bill Davenhall. So Krista is using design to develop cheaper, more accessible products, you know, for amputees, etc. Bill, on the other hand, is using data to figure out where are the, you know, health danger spots in a way in the world. And they're like, she's asking, how can I use your data to find out where you know, my products are going to be mostly needed? So that kind of cross-pollination is very necessary. Obviously, there's innovation all around the world, but I think you need the clusters. I think you need proximity between like-minded people that can help you grow, that can help you learn. Because if you're isolated, it's very difficult to actually come up with a radical idea, and very difficult to get support, you know, money, you know, that kind of expertise that you always need. So you need those clusters. It's becoming global. And actually we see a lot of that in developing countries. And you see a lot of that in India, where there's a lot of innovation in terms of frugal innovation. So people don't have a lot of money, people don't have a lot of resources, but they're very inventive. They take something that was very expensive and they turn it into something that, you know, with design and clever engineering, they turn it into a very cheaper and still as effective product. So it's becoming global. There's different, you know, trends with different sorts of innovation, but we're still not there yet. I think Europe has a lot of talent, mostly in academia. Europe is still waking up. Well, not waking up. There's a growing movement of entrepreneurship, and we have various successful cases of great startups that became global. But we have a mindset problem. People in Europe still, you know, the bright young students who leave PhDs and universities, still, one, they don't really know how to pursue entrepreneurship. Are enough heroes, not enough role models, and not enough support. On the other hand, there's a mindset issue, because being an entrepreneur is about taking a lot of risks, taking a lot of personal risks, financial risks, and in Europe there's still a mindset where that's not being seen as a positive thing. People frowned upon, you know, oh, why are you leaving, you know, the job in the city to go to a health startup? Why are you doing that? Why are you risking your career? So. And if you go to places like Silicon Valley, that's a completely different mindset. We should grow our own mindset, but we should strike a balance between the two, I think. Yeah, I mean, I truly believe in that startup stage, and it's something that I was very, very keen to promote, and very, obviously, we had no other choice to run in parallel, but I think to running in parallel also gives people, it gives, provides with comfort with a certain flow, and with different options. If someone probably knows a lot about what's going on in main stage, they can go to startup stage and vice versa. So it gives people options. It'd be like a summer festival, you have different stages going around, right? So yeah. It was a coincidence, the startups were judged by 4 judges on a set of criteria, so purely coincidence, but one of the things that worked perfectly. And I think the success will it's reverberating, and this is reflected on my publisher's which is now to repeat the conference next year, which I'm quite happy to, organize again, I guess.